Good evening and welcome to another episode of Que-stead-Que. What you gonna do? I don't know, but something's gonna grow. It's the Que-stead show. Bless me, okay? The sneeze came right in the middle of the song. Alrighty, y'all. Uh-oh. Sorry. I've been around dust and weeds all day, so got to sneezing here. Well, y'all, look what I found last night. I was cleaning off one of the tables in my room, getting rid of some old stuff that was on it, one of my sideboard tables in my bedroom, and bang, found that. Forgot I even had it. And so I decided, because last night I ate at about 8:30 or 9, and ended up drifting off to sleep for 5 minutes, y'all. Just 5 minutes, because when my eyes popped open, the video that I was watching was still playing. I looked at the time and I saw I had drifted off for 5 minutes. Well, that 5 minutes cost me dearly, because I did not get back to sleep until 6:30 this morning. The birds were singing and it was daybreak. I said, this is a darn shame. So when I did get to sleep, because I was too sleepy to try to stay up, because I've done that in the past where I've just stayed up and then, you know, that next night go to bed early and I'm fine. And with this funeral coming up Tuesday, this was the worst time for something like that to happen. I didn't get up today until it was about 2:30, almost 3. So I'm up, okay? Needless to say, and I'm gonna have to try to get my body back in rhythm by next Monday, okay? So I've got 3 days to try to do it. Well, y'all, I found this book last night while I was up half the night, and I decided to thumb through it. So I was reading through the vegetables that it talks about, and I read about the garlic. So when I read about the garlic, it was talking about when you should pull it and everything, which is, it said July, you know, which I already knew. Actually, I thought June, but it's actually July. But in fact, let me turn right to the page here where it says it. It has the recommended varieties, which is what I have, the German. I have the hard neck, and I wasn't sure about my hard neck, but I have the hard neck, and the varieties I have are German and music, as in music. And so anyway, they're hard necks. And wait, are there wait, let me see. There are 3 types of garlic: hard neck, soft neck, and great headed, aka elephant. Okay. Most types are 90 days to harvest, beginning when growth starts. Okay, so my growth started in February. Okay, it said hard neck varieties produce a single ring of fat cloves around a thick, unbendable stem, that's me, which forms a curling scape that eventually straightens and develops flowers and bulbils. B-U-L-B-I-L-S, bulbils. They have a mild flavor and are extremely cold hardy, but do not store well or long. Varieties include chestnut red, Dugansky, German, which is what I have, German red, Korean red, music, purple stripe, Siberian, and Spanish roja. I'm not going to go into the soft neck. Okay, but anyway, it says the shoots emerge in the spring. Mine emerged in February, after the threat of the frost has passed. And then it says remove heavy mulch, which I had, and I didn't remove mine until April. It says leaving only enough to deter weeds. And then it says garlic is a heavy feeder. In early spring, side dressed with or broadcast blood meal. I've done that. Pelleted chicken manure. I've done that. And a synthetic source of nitrogen. Haven't done that. Fertilize again just before the bulbs begin to swell in response to lengthening daylight early May in most regions. And I fertilized actually it was early May. Then it says repeat if the foliage begins to yellow. Mine hasn't done that. Weed regularly. Garlic needs all available nutrients. Then it says water every 3 to 5 days, which I have done with the exception of the bed out here. Well, actually, yeah, I have been waiting 2 days for that. So now I'm going to skip it to 3 to 5 days. And it says during bulbing. So it says mid-May through June. Okay, so bulbing is taking place now. It says, if May and June are dry, which we have been thus far with the May, irrigate to a depth of 2 feet every 8 to 10 days. Okay, so I'm not irrigating, I'm just watering like every, usually every 2 days, but I'm finna switch it up to 5. I watered it today and it had been 3 days. It says, as mid-June approaches, taper off watering. Okay, so I know to do that. Then it says, around the time of the summer solstice, hardneck garlic sends up a seed stalk or scape. That's what I'm watching for, because remember, Emily was talking about that at the Grow Club the other day. It says, allow it to curl, then cut off the curl, or leave a couple. See harvest storage. Okay, see harvest and storage. Okay, to allow the plant to put its energy into bulb formation. Why would I want to leave it then? Okay, so because Emily said cut it off. Oh, you cut it off, I think, to allow the plant to put its energy into bulb formation. I don't know. Then it says use the curl minus the seed head in the kitchen as you would garlic cloves. So that's good to know. Okay, so anyway, it has the harvest and storage, and it talks about what it does when it's ready, which we all know. But the part I wanted to show you was, or tell you about, is what's going to happen today. And I'll be the guinea pig in this case. It says once they are completely dry, okay, uncurled. Okay, it says to harvest, dig, don't pull, lift bulbs with the spade or garden fork and brush off the soil. Okay, it tells you about that. But I did read here last night, and I can't find that, so I don't want to waste too much more time because we're already into 7 minutes. But it said if you want to see how well your garlic is bulbing from mid-May to June, it says to pull one of your garlic bulbs or pull one out of the ground just to see how it's forming. I've been dying to do that anyway, but I was like, let me leave it alone. But I'm going to do it. I have a real small one in my early bed, the one I planted in September. The other one was planted in October. Once those garlic, the ones up front was planted in October. But this bed in the back was planted late September. I think I planted them around the 28th or 29th. It was a non-rainy day because I remember it rained all last September, and we finally got a day with no rain. The soil was perfect to plant the garlic, so I went on. I said, let me do it. So I did it. And those were the ones that I got from the Grow Club free. The ones up front are the ones paid for. So anyway, let's go out there and pull a garlic bulb, y'all, just to see where it's at, how it's doing, if I might need to fertilize some more, that type of thing. Okay. So everything's doing good in here today. It's 70 degrees as usual. It got a high in here today up to 80 degrees. I pulled those 4 pallets out of here because it didn't look uniform, so I just pulled them out. So they're back in the shed. The other thing I did today was I did the potatoes. I did a short, but I'm not even gonna post it. Let's take this spay. I'm not even gonna post the short, but I'm gonna let you see what I did today before we do the garlic bulb. Okay, I pulled out the new weed whacker because I wanted to see how it worked. I still need some practice because it's totally different from your regular string weed whacker, but it did the job. Let's come over here. First of all, I pulled up my asparagus. The one was ready, the other one wasn't. I just pulled that little asparagus off and I threw it into the keyhole garden, got it buried, poured more soil over it from my bag of soil that I had, and I covered it with the mulch. And I don't like how that's leaning over my potatoes. Okay, I got it. All right, I pulled up my grocery potatoes up to give room for my Evas. I left 3 of the grocery potatoes because they're nice and big. When I pulled up those other potatoes, they had some nice potatoes on the end. In fact, on my short, I have that. So I'm probably gonna post it so you can see the potatoes that were on the end, and they weren't the seed potatoes either. So I got those buried, and I'll show you where I planted them. But anyway, it was just to give these some more room, you know, to do what they have to do. So I'm satisfied with that. They look more spaced apart than what they did when I had those other ones crunched in. And I grabbed that one from over there too. But anyway, I chopped down all the weeds all along here. And so this will be done next week. Then of course, you know what, the 1 month I finally get ahead and think I can finish, I can't. I got a flat tire, y'all. It's almost flat, and hopefully it won't be all the way flat in the morning. It looks like it's enough air. My mechanic is right around the corner there, so all I have to do, okay, I hear a helicopter. All I have to do is get it to his shop, which is about a fourth of a mile away. So if the air is still in the tire, tomorrow morning I'm gonna drive it and get it there and get me a tire. So there goes the extra money, y'all, because it's gonna cost at least $50 for a used tire. Okay, so this is where I planted the potatoes. I don't like how this is over it, but you know what? Maybe I can lift this a little bit now that it's dry. Oops, that's not gonna work. Hold on. I'm trying to lift this. You know what? I am gonna get some of those hoops, but for now, this has to stay covered because I had a critter visitor today. A squirrel walked right up to the door, and when he saw me, he took off. And I chunked a rock at him, and he ran over, and then he stopped, and then he tried to come back and all that, and I chunked another rock at him, and he left. So he'll be back. So I had to get this one covered. So it's gonna have to remain covered, but I am gonna get the hoops where the panels can be up, you know, and the squirrel can't get underneath. Alrighty, so that's what I did there. Then I blew off the air, blew around the area again. I did some weeding. Can't wait to get this done. Okay, I did some weeding over here. Now those rocks are gonna be raked out. In fact, I brought the rake. I'm gonna rake those rocks out with the hard rake that I have, and then I'm going to tarp that and then place the rocks back and buy some more to cover it totally. But I pulled some of the weeds. I wasn't able to pull them all, but I got them all out of my flower bed over there and the one by the potato table, because those flowers are going to be blooming by June. I need to cut along the fence, but I'm gonna wait till next week to do all that. Okay, here's a weed right here, standing tall. Pluck. Goodbye. Oh, and my mint. I've had this mint now since 2017, so that's what, 18, 19, 21, 2, that's 7 years. I'm going to empty this, fill it up with some more dirt and compost, re-amend the soil, and I'm going to purchase one spearmint. This was peppermint. I'm gonna purchase a spearmint plant this year and put it into my mint crate to start it over, because that's not making it. Okay, all right. Horseradish, I got to do something with that. That came back from last year. I couldn't even harvest it last year because I waited too late and the soil had frozen. So I'm gonna cut it down and be careful with those shoots, because I understand it can spray it, and then I'm gonna get rid of it, or get the horseradish out at least. I might make me some horseradish sauce. I'm supposed to be getting this cleaned out, which I probably will tomorrow, because I will be using the smoker to do some ribs on Sunday, and then I'm going to my sister's on Monday and I'm taking potato salad. The ribs is for here. Ribs and potato salad and whatever veggie pack I decide to put on the grill. Hopefully, hopefully this tire won't cost too much, because I gotta get charcoal and everything. But let me show you the tire, y'all, since we're up here. See it? It's not necessarily flat, but it's almost there. It might just need air. I don't know, but I believe it's going flat. And it's an old tire. So I'm gonna get it. I'm just gonna get the tire changed out. I'll let them check it, of course. They'll, you know, run the soap over it and make sure it's not a slow leak or anything, or cut or whatever. Okay, so we've done our tour. We're at 14 minutes. So this is the garlic I'm gonna pull. This teeny tiny one here, because it's the smallest. The rest of them are taller. So let's just go on and dig that up just to see where it's at. Hope I don't get disappointed here. Don't know, but here it comes, y'all. Here it comes. Dang, it's deep. I know that. I thought it would come right up, but it hasn't. Come on, garlic. Ah, oh. Ooh, it smells good. Hold on, now I gotta find the darn thing. Lord have mercy. I know you're under there. Y'all, I can't even find the darn garlic. Did I mess up or did I mess up? I'm gonna have to stick my hand in there and feel for a bulb, y'all. It's gotta have a bulb. Oh, I found it. Whew, thank you, Jesus. Okay, let's get this thing up. Here it comes. Broke it again. It's gotta have a bulb. Let's stick my hand in there again. I'm not feeling nothing. Now I know I don't have. I can't find it, y'all, and I know it's a bulb in there. We know that, but I ruined it. I hope I don't do that mess when the time comes. Should I try another one, y'all? Let's see. Wait a minute, I'm using my hand this time. Okay, this one, I'm feeling the bulb. I'm gonna leave it alone. I felt the bulb on this bigger one. Let's see if I can find another smaller one. Here's one. Yeah, I better use my hand instead of that spade. Okay. Wait a minute. It's not as small as the one I was at. Okay, let's try. Okay, I'm not feeling it. They must be deep. And I didn't plant them too deep either. I planted them according to, ooh, I feel that one. Okay, these bigger ones, I can feel the bulb for sure. And see, and those are the ones I don't want to take up. Okay, all right, y'all, I tried. I'm leaving this mess alone. Why mess up the whole harvest trying to be nosy, okay? Would have been nice, but okay. But I do believe I will be fertilizing one more time. Here's a grass. See, glad I saw that. Got that. Okay, so I know when it's time to harvest, I won't be using no spade. I'm gonna be using either that spade that I used, the one over by the keyhole garden that I used to get the asparagus with, or I will be using my shovel, okay? Because I'm gonna just turn the dirt carefully, of course, to not mess up the garlic. But I'm definitely not gonna be trying to dig with my hand nor use that small spade that I was just messing with. Okay, so sorry about that, y'all. Okay, so I brought a big garbage can in here today. It was by the big barbecue pit and I never used this. So I just went on and threw a bag in it and brought it in here. And then my little garbage can is down on the other end. And then I put one of my other outside garbage cans next to the smoker. Because I only use my smoker twice a year. I use it for Memorial Day and the 4th of July, and that's it. And I might use it for Labor Day. Now last year I used it 4 times. Memorial, 4th of July, my birthday party, and did I do Labor Day? I don't think I did Labor Day. But this year I may do Labor Day. I don't know. It all depends on how much charcoal I have and how much meat and what it's costing and all that good stuff. But this is the weekend where I will be using it, so I'll get everything squared away. And any garbage I have, I can just always take it to, well, put it in the little one and just take it to my regular garbage can thing that's on the side of the house. All right, y'all. Well, don't want to keep going because I'm rambling again. So we're at 1941. So everything's looking good. Blossoms, things are blossoming, things are growing. The same old, same old. So I'm gonna get off. Tomorrow I will get the barbecue area clean, and I think that's all I'm doing tomorrow. because of the trip, and I want to rest up before the trip and everything. So and then of course with me barbecuing the weekend, I have to get the tire fixed, all that tomorrow. So I probably won't be doing anything garden wise tomorrow. If something come up, I'll come on. If not, then I won't. Okay, so I'll see you guys later, and may God bless you all. I hope everybody's doing good today. It's a beautiful day today. Oh, and the weather's cooling off, because I was very concerned about my plants. When we going out of town, I'm gonna have to skip a day of watering. I'll load it with water Monday before I leave, and then it won't get watered again unless we get back before dark on Tuesday. Otherwise, it'll be Wednesday when I get to water them again. Because if it's dark, there's no way I'm coming back here, because, you know, the mosquitoes and stuff. But anyway, so, yep, so, but we're supposed to be only 68 degrees on Tuesday and Wednesday. So that means it's going to be nice and cool. So I'll leave the greenhouse, you know, the way that I leave it every night. Pray nothing gets in here while I'm gone, which I don't think it will. And we'll find out tonight, because I know that squirrel is coming back. But anyway, I don't think he can get in here, not with all them bricks and clips and all that. So anyway, yep, so it'll go, you know, maybe perhaps one day without water, and that'll be it. And then we'll be back, and then I can resume. And then the work really begins after that. All right, you guys, so we're at 21 minutes, so I will talk to you guys later. Oh, and I meant to show y'all the blanket. Ooh, my fingers are dirty. Let's see. I was making that shawl. I'm still working on it, but I decided to go on and make a blanket. It's a square. I didn't want to do a granny square, so I just did a double crochet around in a square shape. So I'm just mixing the yarn, and I have a lot to go, so it's gonna be a nice little blanket. I'm probably gonna be using this in the winter because it's nice and heavy and thick. I love heavy blankets. Yep, I like weighted blankets. So that's gonna really come in handy. So yep, I'm working on the blue now, and then I'll have a lot of orange. I have all the colors, so yep. So I'll show it to y'all once I get done with it. It's not gonna be, you know, like a bed blanket, but it'll be a nice size lap blanket, which is what I want. Okay, you guys, I will talk to you guys later, and may God bless you all. Bye-bye.